Welcome to what Clemson folks call the original Death Valley. Stop and take in this scene. One of the great environments in the sport, and this place is charged up today. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Tigers will kick it away and get this game going. This one will be fair caught. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And there's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
The shotgun running play call. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
It's a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention, opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Snags the quick throw. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to find some room. It's Haynes.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Lets it go. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Clemson. No chance to catch him.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That's reeled in. It's Lucas. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And now the handoff. Eludes a tackle. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 37.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now it's second down here. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and some are two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Kromenhoek. Close to the tight end. And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 50. At the 30 now. At the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick-6. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But we stopped short of the first down. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the Seminoles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Makes the ground. It's Brown. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there, but, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Back to throw. It's Kromenhoek. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Florida State. Now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He stays alive. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
An effective play. Good for a first down at the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 14-14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They're going to run it here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. The Tigers will bring their punt team on the field now. It's a quick spin move. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And looking for a big play here. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew it. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses it.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And the wideout goes in motion. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Back to pass. It's Klubnik. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The Knowles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Makes a quick catch. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive moving.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Slides down to avoid the tackle. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. The pass rush closing in. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And they will trot out the field goal team here. This will be a 43-yard attempt. And that is no good. So in the second quarter of play, this game remains tied.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Graham down the middle. It's Haynes. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
He's back. 36-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Seminoles. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Defense is coming after him. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. So the offense with a 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Looking to make a big play downfield. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Fired into a tight window and picked off. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Excellent field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He lets it go. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. Long enough and good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Knowles will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They get the second half started with a running play. Good enough for first down yardage. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. See if they can do it again.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Pass ball is incomplete. There's a flag down. Did the receiver push off to get separation?
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the defensive back, and who is actually going to get their hands on the ball. I can't really blame him for this one, because an incompletion will always be more welcome than an interception.
To the air, it's Kromenhoek. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Breaks loose at the 40. And he'll finally go down after a huge gain and a big momentum boost for this offense. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. He hands it off from the gun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And the Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught near the sticks. It's Haynes. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle made after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback with another carry. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
Touchdown, Clemson. They will claim the second half lead.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it cost you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Gibson. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Dropping back, it's Cromenhoek. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
And the Seminoles have first and 10 here. And the pass falls incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw it again. With the catch, it's Williams. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right read, but I got to tell you, I think he underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the first down.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He missed it. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Handoff from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Important second down play coming up. Caught quickly. And they get him down after the completion. Third down coming up after that running play. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking downfield. It's Klubnik bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's fourth down and long.
The Noles will send the punt team onto the field. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner is brought down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First down and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. They'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then
got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. It's Kromenhoek. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's hit as he throws it. Makes a spectacular diving catch. It's complete, but the sophomore quarterback paid a price for that one. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. The Seminoles come to the line to run the hurry up. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass rush closing in. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Noles. This quarterback on fire today. So here we go, 4th quarter. They've cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
The shotgun handoff here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Now they try to run in here on 2nd down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Defense is coming after him. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Back's got it again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. It's a toss to the left side. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Tigers will have to kick this away. He gets it away, directional kick with nice distance. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Do they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. We've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he let the ball go. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Touchdown, Florida State. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
So after the late touchdown, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can hold on to seal this W. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. They need to score quickly here, try to dial up some big plays. Looking to pass here. Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game.
Timeout, Clemson.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Klubnik. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And it falls incomplete, the final play of the game as time runs out. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Cook. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.